Today I'm talking about emotional freedom techniques and the setup statement. For those of you who practice emotional freedom techniques, you are aware that we often do something called a setup. We start on the side of the hand and we tap and we identify the problem and then finish the sentence off with a statement of acceptance. So that's called the setup statement. And we often do that at least 3 times in order to get clear and focused about what we are addressing. So the tapping will clear it, but first we have to identify what it is we want to clear. So the statement often begins like this: even though I have this problem, I deeply and completely accept myself. Now, oftentimes we're having difficulty accepting ourselves, accepting the problem. So you want the words that you say to be truthful and land. So you can say, even though I have this problem and I'm having difficulty accepting myself and the problem, wouldn't it be nice if I were open to accepting it? So the point is, you can change the setup statement so that it lands with you and where you're at in the moment. As you tap, that will evolve. As you tap, you will start to shift, but you want to start where you're at. So you want to include the problem and something that brings it to a higher vibe, a more positive orientation. For instance, somebody recently shared with me that she's been struggling with her body. She's been struggling with accepting herself and her body. So the setup statement would go something like this: even though I'm struggling with accepting my body, I don't like how it looks, and I feel frustrated with it. I'm open to accepting how I feel in this moment, and wouldn't it be nice if I could have more acceptance of it? Simple as that. So you want to shift it to what feels more true for you. And then you identify the problem. And the first round is focusing on the problem. It's not because we want to get focused on the negativity. We want to give voice to the problem. Once we give voice to the problem and we accept it, it actually allows the problem to start to shift and evolve. So we do some tapping rounds on the problem. Once that gets neutralized, then we bring in a higher version of where we want to be with it. Again, acceptance is the key to shifting anything. In order to move from where you're at to where you want to be, unconditional, non-judgmental acceptance is what you strive for. The more you can accept and embrace where you're at, I know, as funny as it seems, but that is actually the catalyst that will allow you to move into a greater version of yourself. So wherever you're at, don't beat yourself up if you're not able to accept it. Embrace where you're at. Say, wouldn't it be nice? I love that. Wouldn't it be nice if I could be more accepting of myself? Wouldn't it be nice if I could be more loving of myself? Or simply saying, even though I have this problem and I'm not accepting myself, I accept that that's how I feel. So don't want to overcomplicate it. The most important part of tapping is that you bring your awareness to where you're at. You accept where you're at. And as you're tapping, you will evolve the energy. You will calm down the fight, flight, freeze response. And you will have a grander perspective, a higher view of where you're at and what steps you need to take to move into a more fuller expression of your higher self, your truer self. I hope that this is helpful for you today. If you have any questions, of course, leave them in the thread below. I'd be happy to answer them. If you want to know more about tapping and how to apply it, I have a YouTube channel with lots of videos. And if you have any questions about your specific issues, I offer a free consultation. I'd be happy for you to jump on and book a call with me. And as always, Keep on taking good care of yourself. Bye now.